for joining us today. Now, we just want to encourage you that with all that's been going on with the COVID-19 pandemic, if you need to go out, be sure to be safe and mask up and follow the various protocols and guidelines that have been set in place by authorities. Now, today's conversation is one with the founder of Joseph Designs and her praise key. It is none other than Philippa Joseph. Let's go! Alright, so Philippa, we want to thank you for joining us on social media. I know that, the circumstances are not what's preferred, but we're working to suit with what we have. So tell us how it was growing up.
Well, growing up was fun, I guess. I actually don't remember. I grew up with my mom, my dad, and 2 sisters. We lived in Barbados, and I moved around parishes. About 3 parishes, and that was because my family was building a home. You know how it is when you're building a house, you're renting.
Yeah.
My dad used to let me take us around for drives. So I'm really au fait with all the different areas in Barbados. I don't get lost. I know where I'm going.
Shoot.
That was fun. Sisterhood, arguing, bickering, the usual, but all love in the end. And that was basically good. So it was like a really nice, casual upbringing. I was on a television show.
Yeah, the Molly show.
Yeah, I was on a television show because that is slightly different than normal. So, me and my sister, we would have done interviews with various people around Barbados. It was a children's show, so that was a little different. That was a bit challenging at times for me because I wasn't really interested in reading the script over and over and over and over again. But in the end, it kind of helped me be the person I am today. In terms of not being afraid to go on TV, not being afraid to ask questions. So that was a little different thing about my upbringing, I can say.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
That's cool, because I remember when I was younger, I used to be, going home, tuning in to the Molly show. And then you guys used to do these really cool drawings and everything. I was like, yes! Yeah. I learned how to draw something new. Yeah.
Well,
I saw it recently. Yeah. So that's pretty good, though.
Fun.
Alright, so did you guys grow up in church?
Yeah. I grew up going to 2 churches. I don't remember the first one name. I really don't remember it. But then we changed over to go to church with my grandparents. And that's currently where I still am. Praise went to church. So, yeah, I grew up in church ever since. I don't remember a period not being in church. Yeah, that was always.
And I know that you and your husband serve both on your local church and also at the district level, working with the district youth.
I am on the district level, the Wesleyan Youth District, but we do both serve in our local church. I am a part of the sound ministry. Oh gosh, it's a worship team. I'm on the worship team. I'm on the worship team, and I am also a part of the evangelism group. My husband is a part of the evangelism group, and he is also in the youth group. He's one of the youth leaders there. And on the district level, I am the marketing director, which just helps do all the social media elements for the district and the thing that's going out publicly. Yeah, so that's what I have to do.
Nice. And let's just take it back a little bit.
No problem.
Tell us. So we know where you went to church and where you go now, but tell us about where you went to school.
I went to primary school level. I went to Cumberbatch Primary School, one of the greatest primary schools there is. I'm just saying. All those other people who think they went to better school, you didn't. You really didn't. I'm sorry. It didn't happen.
We'll agree to disagree.
Then after that, I went to Christ Church Foundation, another great one. I
yes.
One of the great. And then finally, I went to UE. KFL campus in Barbados. So that's kind of the journey that I took. Oh yeah, one of the great.
Yes. All right. So Philippa, so throughout your educational journey, what would you say was one of the most memorable moments for you?
Losing a debate competition. Totally thought I had it in the bag. Went in there, did my best, lost. I don't think I really played. Like, that was awful. Took me a while to get over it. Yeah.
You like winning.
I know it's a negative moment. Yes, I do. I'm a bit competitive, but I felt like I did so good. And like one of my the teammates that I was on the thing with, they won. And I was like, I felt like I was better than you, but in my head, I didn't say that was me. But that's one of my like stand-up moments. Losing that competition. I told like you had to come in and like give your speech to I call it a debate, but it's really a speaking competition, and give your speech to the judge. And I was like, I'm about to win this competition. So you just put me at the top of the pile. I kind of said something like that. That just shows you how confident I was. But looking back, I knew where I went wrong. And if I had the opportunity to do it again, I think I would come out a lot better. So like that's one life like in secondary school for sure. But yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh my goodness. So what was it that you studied when you were at UE?
I studied management with a concentration on marketing. So at the time, I'm not sure if it's changed yet. They do management studies, and then you get to like, as you get into like your third semester, not third semester, final years, then you get to focus on a particular topic, and I chose marketing. So out of the 30 courses, I did about 10 marketing courses overall at UE.
Okay, so that pretty much fits into your area of expertise now.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. Where are you working now? What is your position? What do you do?
Well, right now I am transitioning into different things. I have a couple projects which I'm not going to name now that I am working on in the background. And I am also trying, one of them is like getting ahead in my speaking. I love to speak. I found that out. My last position, I just love standing in the crowd and just talking. It's just like, there's something about it, just fun. Like people really get nervous and be like, oh, I don't want to talk. But the more, the better. And it's just something that I like to do. It's just fun. So that's one of the things that I'm kind of focusing on now in my journey. And then a couple businesses that I am working on as well. And that's where I am right now in my life area.
Nice. So we're going to get to the business area very shortly, because we know that you're an owner of Noel Joseph Designs. But before we get ahead of ourselves, tell us about your journey towards being saved. So you said you grew up in church and you've been at church for as long as you can remember. Tell us about that journey.
Well, for me, I would say the real critical moment was in my teen years when I went to a camp, and it kind of brought the full reality and perspective to me about God and what it was. Because I was in this dorm and it was based on like Revelation and stuff like that. And my dorm was called Laodicea. Basically, which is a church that was lukewarm. And it was basically saying like, look, if you don't follow Jesus, you can get spit out. Like, you can live your whole life, and then when you meet Jesus, you're not getting in. And that kind of was like a shocker to me. Because like growing up, I was like, when I get older, I would just do that extra Bible study. Like that's old people. Like it never really processed to me as like a younger child, like 10, 9. Like, I could have a really strong relationship with God and like pray and do all those deep things that I see like the adults around me at church doing, like praying out to God. I totally thought, I always had a plan. When I turn 20, when I start my 20s, that's when it's gonna happen. But it didn't. It happened way earlier than that in my teens when I went to that camp. And that was really my, like, I would say my encounter. It wasn't that, and something that I guess people would say, it wasn't that I was like a bad person doing different things. I did have my belief in God, and I wouldn't stray away and go with friends and do certain things. But I just didn't realize or understand that if I am gonna live for God, I have to live wholeheartedly, and I can't really long for the things of the world or desire those worldly things that are really around me that I might see going on. Like, for instance, like pets. I didn't see a problem with it. Not that I went to any my parents told me no. I'm just saying I didn't go. But to me, I was like, you could go and have some fun. Like, I always thought, like, when I get older, in addition to going to church, hallelujah, get saved, I'm gonna go to crop over and enjoy myself. Like, I didn't realize that is not the life that God had called us to be.
Mm-hmm.
So my real opening moment was at that camp, and I had that real encounter with God. I was like, okay, God, this is what I need to do, and I like really changed. Like when I came back from that camp, I went. I would have gone to see the bands the previous year. I think we started it the year before. My friend and I and her family, we would just go and like watch the bands.
Yeah.
And I went to watch the bands, and I wasn't like grooving to the music. She's like, "What's wrong with you? You seem to be like so like sing into it." And I was like, well, I didn't really say much at that time. But I just had made up in my mind that decision that I wasn't going to like even start to slowly give into it. So that kind of was like my first major after coming out. That was my first major like challenge, because my friend was like, "But what happened to you?" And I was like, nothing. But yeah, so that's my experience.
You had plans, but God had other plans for your life.
Apparently.
So, who would you say, with the exception of Jesus, would be one of your favorite Bible characters, and why?
Okay, it's gonna sound really bad. I don't know if this is unchristian, but I don't actually have a favorite Bible character. I'm sorry. Like, I read the Bible and I like variety of people. Like, my personality, I'm more of a person who kind of reads and I like pick different points. Okay, like in terms of it, like I like Daniel in the lion death, how he was strong and stood up for how he believed. I like Meshach and Abednego. I like the three guys. I like how I actually like somebody. Well, not really like, but I more as in terms of when I read the Bible, I think about more the moments where people fell down. Those are the moments that I kind of read more and I kind of relate to in when I kind of look into the scriptures. For instance, like when God was talking to Moses and Moses was in doubt.
Yeah.
Complete doubt. And God was just like, I can do it. Like, so I just look at the Bible on a whole. I don't really pick and choose like, oh, this is my favorite person.
Yeah.
I just look at all the areas and see, okay, this is what that person did. This is how they feel. This is how this person succeeded. This is how I can apply it to my life. That's kind of how I see it in general.
Okay, nice. That's good. So her praise key. Tell us the story behind it.
Okay, so her praise key is a women's movement that is surrounded about getting women of faith together and getting them out. The trend was popping up in Barbados, and it's something that I went tonight. Just like more women movements where people went out and gathered together to get that close-knit community going. And the things that I went to, the environments I went to, they weren't Christian environments in that all the topics weren't like Bible based. Like they weren't like going astray, but they were more positive vibes. And I kind of felt like, I wanted to create an environment where women can share these settings, but everything is based on a spiritual essence or facts on the Bible. And yes, we have church, we have different women groups, but I kind of wanted to take it also to church setting to be a little more comfortable, a little more flexible, because people sometimes don't meet outside of church.
Yeah.
They only know people at church, and then they spend all Sunday talking. And like and sometimes when you see people in a social setting, it's kind of awkward. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know. A church is weirdness. So
yeah, it's true.
Kind of break free from that mode and kind of give people. And the reason is women is because while women like these civil events more than men, so it's an easier target audience. But I felt like, women, we need to kind of step up in our faith, get out there, get more grounded, do more, meet more people, so that we can have that network, so that we can have individuals to rely on, to call on,
Yeah.
to follow, and see that, all of us struggle in different areas, but all of us, we can also overcome and get through. So that's kind of how it started for me.
Okay, good. And how has it been going so far?
Well, it's been an exciting journey. It's been a year so far
nice.
that I actually started in March 2019 on the 23rd. And, well, COVID came. I kind of squashed my plans for 2019, but that's okay. We found a way around that. We started to do live, Instagram lives, where we kind of still have sessions for people to come in and comment. Each session is different. When we had it in person, you never get the same vibes all the time. There's always a different set of people that come, always a different level of conversation. But I have seen like growth in myself, growth in some of the people that have attended, and there's always positive encouragement. Like, we need more of this. This is a great environment. I never have or openly seen or heard any like negative complaints. It's always more encouragement. Like, let's do this. Let's go on. Let's push for it. This is great. So it's been a great journey, and I'm looking forward to where it's taking me. And I'm excited about it.
Nice. Well, I'm excited just listening to you. So for the persons, yes. So for persons like me who have not yet joined, how can we get a link? Where do we find Her Praise Key?
Right now, our medium for pushing information is predominantly Instagram. But I want you to sign up. You would be on our email chain list, and then we would send you all the updates, information, like when's the next event, what's going on. We keep you updated via that email trail. But Instagram is predominantly where you find us, is at Her Praise Key on Instagram. And that's where you can find all of our information.
Okay, great, guys. So listen out and be sure to go and visit the Instagram page and get linked up. Let's do this. All right, so Noel Joseph Designs.
Yes.
I've seen some of your work. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Tell us how it all started. Yeah, tell us everything about it. Let's go.
Okay, so I was getting married, and the idea of spending good money on flowers that will wither and die, it was driving me crazy. And then another thing is, I to consider myself somebody who's kind of out to the box. Like, to my wedding, I wore boots. I got married in high-lace boots. I just like to do things a little different than the norm. So I'm like, okay, what could be nice and bam and still good and still like show my different personality? So I kind of got online and I looked, okay, alternative to bouquets. And I saw a bouquet that was made out of ribbon. And it was like, I could get whatever color I wanted, and I could match my wedding theme, and I could also get something that would last me forever. Like right now, I still have it. Right now is one of my display centerpieces when you come into my house. Is there, and you can see it. So from that, I was like, maybe other people might be interested in this as well. Because when people saw my pictures, they were like, oh, where you get this from? How you get it done? This is so pretty. I would love this. And I was like, okay, sure. Let me turn this hobby into like a business idea. And I kind of started from there. So it's a hobby. I call that a hobby business because I enjoy making them. I enjoy interacting with the brides who get them, looking at their pictures. So that's kind of really how it all started for me.
Oh, nice. So outside of the bouquets, what do you make any other things under Noel Joseph Designs?
Bouquets, boutonnieres. I recently got into barefoot sandals. I do brooches, and I also do bridal crowns as well, and I can do earrings as well.
Sweet. So, being a creative person myself, when I look at the stuff that you do, I'm just like, yes. So I remember when, before I had initially known about your business, I think I have first come across what you were doing at a wedding expo. So when I had seen it was with a friend, and she was like, I like this. So your work is pretty good. It's really, really good. It's well finished, nicely tailored, everything. So
Thank
guys,
you.
if you're getting married or if you have any events and you need a bouquet, you need a boutonniere, whatever you need, check her out. So yes, so where do they check you out? So just let them know about,
Facebook and Instagram, Noel Joseph Design with a Z. Design is and you can message me there and find my contact information.
Sweet. So as an entrepreneur, what advice would you have for other persons who are entrepreneurs already or who are looking to start a business of their own?
Well, I will say that you need to first look out and see if your idea is already out there.
Mm-hmm.
If it's already being done, you need to say, okay, well, if this is something I really want to do, how can I make it different? What separates me from everybody else? And you have to really go forward and put everything you have into it and make sure that the finish is good, you are good. Make sure you cross your eyes, cross your eyes, not your eyes. Make sure that you have everything in line. Your passion is your passion. Other people may not understand what you want to do, but don't kind of get disheartened by that, because good feedback is nice. It might make you think in a different way or change something different. So, but don't get disheartened. Just really go for it. Do it. If you're a Christian, pray about it. First, make sure that God is the one in it and that He is really pushing you in this direction, and then go for it and do it.
Amen. So what's next for Noel Joseph Designs?
At this time, there's really, I would call it a break period right now until after COVID, and then we'll probably just hit some wedding expos and kind of just expand the variety of things that I can do. Like, I haven't posted any jewelry, and I don't post as much bridal crowns, but I'm looking to kind of take that to the next level.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so we'll be looking out for those things. So, what are your long-term goals?
Well, my long-term goal right now is to really take my business ideas to the next level, take my speaking to the next level, get out there and get on to conferences, regional conferences, international conferences, and really just push myself outside of Barbados, because I don't need to limit myself to Barbados. The world is connected. We're connected by the internet, which has social media. I don't need to limit myself to here. So it's really just expanding my reach and getting more involved across the world.
Nice. So for you, being in the area of business, and then too with all the other goals that you have, how do you define success?
Success for me is when I feel good about what I've done. When I can share and inspire people, when people are given like continuously good feedback about what I am doing. Success to me is pushing past my fears. Like, if I know that I'm afraid of something and I'm accomplished it, it's like, yes, I did that. So that's kind of how I see success in a nutshell. It's kind of something, but it's about what works for you and what I'm getting past those hurdles in life. That's how I see it. Just pushing forward and going ahead.
So, what motivates you?
What motivates me?
Yes.
All the good things God has done about me. He says, fearfully, wonderfully made. He's 100%. Well, he didn't say 100%. It's not literally written like that. But he's like, I am behind you, once it's in my will. And honestly, that's where I get my strength from. My Christianity, my Christian faith, just knowing that with God I can succeed and do things. Like, I don't really need to depend on myself as Philippa. I don't need to depend on the people around me. There's a higher purpose, there's a higher calling for whatever God has put in my life, and with Him I can get through that. That's really what pushes me each and every day.
Man, like, guys, if there is nothing else that you get from this, I'm sure that after this video that you should leave feeling motivated and feeling like you could take on the world. I'm sure of that. So tell us, you told us about your motivation and that God motivates you. Do you have any role models, persons that
My role models are like the Bible again. I take bits and pieces from people and kind of create like a visual role model of who. Right now, I look, because I'm trying to get more social, I really like what influencers are doing. These are people who are not like celebrity, like Hollywood celebrities, but they're taking the mediums that they have in YouTube, Instagram, and they're just putting their content out there and really just pushing forward and just defying all the obstacles and just going out there and doing what they love. Regardless of all the criticism and their comments, they're still going out there doing it. So I'm here for influencers. Like, influencers are my thing right now. I love them.
All right. So you have the opportunity to influence others, and just closing off, we have. What would you say to a young persons out there? What would be your encouragement for them?
My encouragement is that you find a relationship with God, and find it as early as possible, because He is the one that will get you through everything, every obstacle. Without that solid foundation, I don't really see you. You may succeed in what the world seems as success, money, glitz and glam, but inside you might not be as successful because you might be emotionally wrecked. You don't have that level of joy that God talks about, or that peace that's just like nobody else can understand it but you and God.
Yeah.
So my real encouragement is to buckle down and get to know God. Get to know God for yourself, not through the scriptures and not through the people around you. Yes, people are praying for you and they're praying to encourage you, but you need to find God for yourself and really take time to press Him. So that's my encouragement.
Thank you so much, Philippa, for joining us, and thank you for that encouragement. And
you're welcome.
Yes. And guys, we just want to encourage you, wherever you are in your space of the world, remember, let your light shine. Don't be afraid. Don't let persons and what they have to say cause you to, cover your light. Be who God created you to be. Go forth, shine. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about God receiving the honor and the glory. So have a fantastic one, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of Conversations, and we hope that you were truly inspired by our featured guests. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with friends and family. Be blessed.